Oh. Now, can you hear us? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we have sound.
Okay, great. Hello to everyone. My congratulations to all of us with the first year celebrating of Anicom. Please welcome our team members, Roman, Serge, Ivan, and Konstantin. Hello to everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for... Hello, Andre. So finally we have a sound. So first of all, I would like to thank all our team members, our partners, and our community that you are with us. And thank you very much for your support and for your passion. So we are moving forward. This was the last year and first year of our mainnet was with a lot of surprise. Some of surprises was bad, some of surprises was good. So anyway, we are moving forward okay, let's go ahead. Let's discuss. I think first of all, let's answer to the question which we have in our community. Roman?
Yes. The first question: can there be a challenge to break challenges to break the Anicom?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Can there be a challenges to break the Anicom?
What do you mean?
No, Anicom is forever. No one can break Anicom. Next question.
Will Anix go live this year?
Yes, definitely. Anix will go live this year. Yes, for sure.
There are many new projects coming. Can you tell us something about the current priorities?
Our priority right now is Anix Space, our DeFi platform. So we are focused on the maintain this project and launch the DeFi platform as soon as possible. And we are continue improving the core of the Anicom protocol.
Okay. There are problems with Probit for months. Can this exchange still be trusted for buying Anicom?
So actually, it's a lot of problems with the Probit last month, definitely. So first of all, there was remove our trading pair with Korean won because of the regulation, and so we're trying to solve this problem. And for the last few days, it was some problem with withdrawing the Anicom. So we will trying to solve this problem as soon as possible, and we are working on the new listing on the new exchanges as well. So we will definitely update the situation with the Probit to all our community members.
Yes, the next question. If YNQ owners can swap YNQ for a YNX, it would boost the YNX volume. Do we have to wait till NX is live for that?
Yeah, I think the best way for all of us, it's wait until NX platform will go live, and then it will be the first actually pools will be with a pair of YNQ, so YNX YNQ. It will be, I think, the first pool. So anyone will have a possibility to trade YNX to YNQ and YNQ to YNX. So it's the best way to wait until it will be launched.
The next question is, can you tell the difference between Anix Space drops and Space Harvest farms?
So Anix Space, the Space drops is actually functionality more for marketing goals for the projects. So all projects which will pass our requirements will have possibility to promote this project by staking the native the tokens of the project, and we will support, and we will add some ENX funds to promote these projects. And so it means the stakers will get ENX rewards for different projects. So and it will be decided by the team and team members. And Harvest Farm, it's actually to motivate create the new pools, for example, for Rapid Ethereum or Rapid USDT. So these liquidity providers will be motivated and will be rewarded by ENX. So the Harvest Farm, it's mostly for liquidity providers, for the people who will create the pools. And the Harvest and the Space Drop, it's supposed to promote and support the projects who will launch the projects on top of Anicom, and the users can stake the tokens of these projects.
Yes, and the next question, can owners of custom tokens create space drops or harvest farms?
Yes, definitely, but actually we think that it will be two different possibilities for projects who will pass our requirements. They will be added to any space DeFi platform, to Harvest Farm or to Space Drop. But if the project will not pass the requirements, the project by himself can use our API and our source code and create the same functionality, for example, on his page, web page. So it's mean all of, so what does it mean? So for example, if the project will not pass the requirements, the developer of the project cannot same functionality on the website using the extension, our extension, which it's already live on the Bit network. And it's mean the people can create the liquidity pools and stake the LP tokens and get reward in can be rewarded by these tokens. And the developers can create the space drops. It means the users of the project can stake this token and be rewarded in the same token or some other token.
Yeah.
So it's quite flexible. It means not all of the project will be added to the Harvest Farm, Space Drop, and Space Station.
Okay, next question. The KuCoin Anicom challenge was a nice event to boost the daily volume of ENQ. Can we expect more events like this in the near future?
Yes, sure, definitely. It was the first experience with a trading competition on KuCoin, so it will be more and more in the nearest future.
Yes. Question for MA. Does Anicom have a vision to create NFT games in the future?
NFT games. So actually, we are the NFT. It's on a roadmap for the next nearest future. So after the first functionality of NX Space will be launched, so we will focus on the NFT. And yes, it will be. I hope it will be launched in this year. Regarding the game fee and the games, so it's not clear right now. It's not on our roadmap, but we will see.
Yes. The next question is: what is the goal for Anicom?
The goal for Anicom, it's became one of the biggest blockchain in the world. So our goal actually to become on top 10. So for make it happen, we have to work a lot, and we have to grow our community. and we have to grow our ecosystem. So we are working hard to make it happen.
Great. And Crypto Tendency Top said, I want to congratulate the team in general for the excellent management they have made.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and the next question is, what are strategies to help Yenku compete with other smart contract platform in next few years?
Konstantin, I think it's a question for you.
What are next steps?
What are your strategies to help Anicom compete with other smart contract platforms in the next few years?
First of all, we will deploy our smart contracts. And actually,
I think that our main focus is on performance and low cost of most required functions like trading or some other DeFi things. This trade-off between Turing complete or limited, but more. I think maybe Konstantin, this thing.
yes, thank
can
you.
go here.
I see. My microphone was turned off. Yes, actually, Sergey was answered the question. I think that performance is our main goal. Performance and low cost.
Okay, great. Next question. Do you think how long does it take for NQ pool to get attention from existing miners of other coins like BTC or ETH?
I think that this question really hard to answer, because for miners doesn't matter POS validators or POA, but we only POA miners in the whole world. Okay, for POS or POW, the miners, it's the reason to join the network. It's always profitability, and the mostly reason. But right now we have the huge amount of miners for POS, which actually have profit, but most of them, they are crypto enthusiasts, so we don't have the big amount of top validators from the world. So it's mean, I think we can reach the quite big amount of POW miners, but can we compare with the BTC or ETH at the moment? I think no, because of the price reason, and price and the profitability always depends on the price. So for first period of time, I think we cannot compare with the #1 top projects in the world like Ethereum or Bitcoin, but the next year or maybe one year later, we will see how we can compare with the top tier blockchain projects.
Okay. What is your plan for onboarding more and more DEXs and Dapps to Anicom ecosystem?
So actually, we have fund for our Anicom fund, which will be reward the projects who will join our network to build something on top. So we will announce this plan later this year, and sure, this will be the more and more projects which will come to join the network.
Okay. ENQ development is very active. What is your plan to make it shine among the top 100 coins?
the more utility for the Anicom and the more projects and more marketing as well.
Yeah, I think
And
also more partnerships.
yes, yes,
As more
exactly.
partnerships as possible, and we already working on partnerships with different kind of projects, with wallets, with staking providers, and we just made several partnerships, including Anchor, including Stakely, and also Bitcoin Vent, which will join actually this AMA later today.
Yeah, so Ivan right now, it's a main person in the Anicom and Trinity Lab who covered all partnerships for all of our projects. And actually we have like 2-3 meetings per week with projects all over the world. And we will announce more and more partnerships. And for some of the partnerships, we are not ready at the moment because of the price, because of the market cap, because of the daily trading volume. So it's a very important part of the game, let me say. So
yeah, we already have connections with top players, with tier 1 exchanges, with top validators. For some reasons, they have special requirements to onboard the projects, and we're still quite small for this, but the connections are already in place, and when we are ready, so we will get this tier 1, and top partners.
So in general, I think when we will reach the 1 USD price per Anicom, and it will be a lot of partnerships, because for us right now the lot of the doors it's still closed because we are super small for the some of the projects, some of the validators, exchanges, and so on. And as soon as we reach the 1 USD per 1 ENQ with the daily volume, with new exchanges like 15-20 mil trading volume daily, I think it will be more easiest to reach the next levels like 2, 3, 5 USD per ENQ. Because with the market cap around 100 mil, we actually will have the more projects as we can make it now. So this is the way how we can make the Anicom firstly became to top 100 cryptocurrency, and then top 10.
Okay.
I think that's all.
The next question is about Web3 and what a Web3 front end, and how does that benefit us investors directly?
So Web3, it's a convenient way to communicate with the blockchain. So you cannot have directly benefits, but you can work directly with your funds, and you can work directly with your applications. So this is in decentralized way. So this is the main idea of Web3 implemented to the blockchain.
Okay, and the next question is, if I own a coin or token on ENQ, for example, French Bulldog coin, can I create a POS node to stake for rewards similar to the ENQ POS node to rewards?
You cannot create the POS. Konstantin, or Sergey, can you explain from technical perspective? Yeah.
So
At the moment, you can mine or stake custom tokens on POA, because you can mine it. It's not staking, it's mining. And
Yes, and in Bit network you can create a drop farm, which will work in similar to POS way. And this functionality will be in Pulse with the NX release.
Yes, it will be implemented to DeFi platform Enix, and this is actually the part of Space Drop. So you don't have to create a POS node. You can create your contract and put some, for example, French doc token there, and you can distribute those tokens in, for example, 1 month for all users who will stake the French doc tokens. So it's similar to POS, and actually it's good for marketing project and for staking. Actually, it's if you see on the existing projects and market situation, a lot of the projects they bring only one utility when they start with the project. This is the staking. That's all, because as much liquidity and as much circulating supply the project will exclude it from the secondary market, then will be the better for the price performance. So actually the space drop functionality supposed to be utility for the projects in staking functionality. And it's quite cool features, and you already can test it on the Enix space on the Bit network with the existing extension.
Okay, and the next question: what is the future of Anicom?
It's a super future of Anicom. The hundreds of projects and millions of the users.
Yeah. And what capitalization do you initiate for the second year, for the next year?
Close to 1 bill USD.
Will you have games on the net?
Yeah, we are not focused right now on the games, but one of our backer is Gem Capital, which actually the biggest investor in Russia and CIS and the mobile games. So as soon we'll be ready for GameFi, I think we can reach the top games partnerships and game fields.
The next question: how to make the new infrastructure of Anicom will respect to prohibitions of Hong Kong and China?
I think it's a question for you, Ivan.
Actually, I don't think there will be any impacts on Anicom infrastructure, because the network is distributed across the world, and I don't think we have the nodes right now in mainland China. Hong Kong is still okay, so there are no restrictions in Hong Kong except licensing of exchange operations. So in Hong Kong, you can buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin as a commodity, so no problem.
Great, thanks.
Yeah. The next questions: what are your strongest alias?
I think the strongest alias it's mobile devices in our network and our team members and our community. So three part. The unique technical features, team and community.
Yes, and the next question: will NX be possible to have liquidity pools, for example, NX ADA or other pairs, and earn from those apart from the normal single coin staking?
So actually we are planning first of all to implement the bridge between Anicom and Ethereum, and then we are looking for a bridge the Ethereum forks like Binance Smart Chain, Heka Chain, Phantom, and so on. And we are looking for Solana, so it's and Polkadot. So this is the project we are looking for to make a bridge with those kind of yeah. So with the tokens, not only the main coin, but also with the tokens. So ERC20 tokens, BSC20 tokens, SPL tokens, and so on. And we actually don't have a plan to make pair with ADA or Litecoin or BTC. So we can make the pair with double wrapped BTC. So it can be the ERC20 wrapped BTC token can be bridged to the Anicom, and the pair with those kind of tokens can be exist with Anicom or with wrapped USDT or with Enix. But we don't we have no plan to add the single asset blockchains to make a pair with
Okay. The next question is, most of investors just focus on the price of token in short term instead of real value of projects. Can you tell us the motivation and benefits for investors to the Anicom token long term?
Yeah, it's quite easy. So we are quite deep tech project with a huge potential on the market. And if you compare the Anicom market cap with some of the existing blockchains, so it's super undervaluated, Anicom, I mean. So we have a huge potential for the market price and for market cap. So this is the for long term. Because you can find on the market right now the hundreds of projects which actually have zero or very low quality product, and the capitalization is much bigger than Anicom at the moment. So this is for long term. This is our vision. It's not financial advice.
Yeah, and the next question is, where do you and the Anicom team see the world of blockchain being in years to come? And how will Greek change the landscape of the cryptocurrency space in the years to come?
What is geek change and how will geek change? I don't understand what is the geek change. What does it mean? So from my perspective of view, I strongly believe that DeFi will already the game changer, and it will change it will be the like a trend line for the next 5-10 years. So as we saw on this year, the NFT and right now the GameFi, it's also became more and more popular all over the world. But I believe that DeFi, first of all, DeFi will be strongest vector for next years. So I don't know what guys are thinking. Serge, Ivan, Konstantin, because it's question not only for me but also for the team.
Yeah, of course. I think from international perspective, there will be more regulations coming into the space, but at the same time, the space will be developing every year. So I agree with Michael that DeFi will play like the big role on the international stage, and all this cross-border payments, implementation of the blockchains into real-life projects, into enterprises. So this all will grow entire market. So even there are like some restrictions in China or even in US, I think nothing can really stop the development of crypto and blockchain industry, because it gives people the financial freedom and an access to different kind of financial instruments, especially for unbanked population. For example, Africa, India, and like many other countries.
Great.
Yeah, and the next question is about regulation. There are many rules and regulations on cryptocurrencies and exchanges. How can the Anix platform face these problems?
So the Anix platform, it's a fully decentralized platform. So we not expect that we will we'll see some problem from regulators, and it's a non-custodial platform. So we actually didn't provide a service of custodian service for the users. So it's not question of it's an under-regulated, because it's nothing to regulate from in our side.
Yeah, the next question is, will the Anix be launched in September? What went wrong during the development?
So we expected that in the end of September, we will finalize all everything in the Bit network. So it's pools, swaps, space drop, harvest farm, and space station, and treasury fund with the commander Anix. So these features will be, we expected that we will finalize it at the end of September. And then after code audit, we will open the, we will launch it in the pool, it will be launched on the mainnet, let me see. In the timeline will be depends on the code audit, how long it will take, because we have to make audit of three things actually. It's extension, it's Anix platform, and it's changes in the Anicom protocol.
Yes, and the next question is, what are your plans and goals for the end of the 2021, and what are you planning to do in 2022?
Actually, we have a roadmap for 2021. It's still the same, but for 2022, we will update the roadmap close to the end of the year. But what I can tell you for sure, it's we are planning to launch the algorithmic stablecoin on the top of Anicom platform. So we are making research to this field, and actually it's we don't have it in the roadmap, but research it's already was start a couple of months ago. So it's a big thing which will be done, and it will be, we expect that our algorithmic stablecoin will be the big ecosystem part of all ecosystem of Anicom.
Yeah, the next question is, do you have a token burning plan to increase token value and attract investors to invest?
No, we don't have a token burning plan, because it was not in our tokenomics from the beginning. So we have no plan to doing that, for sure.
The next question is, do the token holders have the right to participate in governance of the project? What kind of decisions they can vote on about the project?
Actually, the government is still under development, and I hope we will announce and maybe introduce some part of the government system in this year already. It's a big question because it's always question like have to decide community, the block size, the rewards for blocks, reward for POA miners, POW miner, POS miners, the size of the commission. It have to be flexible, or it have to be the block size. So the lot of different things from economical perspective actually can be decided by the community and have to decide it by community, but it's always hard to find the right model to make voids and governance.
Yes, and the next question is, and the last question, when will POW be officially released? Have been expecting POW for some time now.
I think, Sergey, we have some program which we can make a small announcement of that. Yeah, please.
Yeah, we are planning to start a new testing stage in a Bit network with POW, with some prizes, awards for testers. And if this test stage will go positive, everything will be okay, we will release it in pools. So how long it may take, I think a couple of months. It is a good scenario, and if we will not be satisfied with results, then it may be longer.
Okay, great, thanks. So also I would like to announce that next coming days, or maybe next week, we will announce the special motivation program for POS validators together with the Anchor first, and then we will launch our reward program for all Bit testnet miners for the last year. So details will be announced a little bit later. So thank you very much for you not only join the Pulse network as miners and traders, but also we would like to say thank you and reward some INQ to those people who was make 24/7 mining on Bit network for last 1 year. So I think that's all, and we have our partners. Roman, please.
Yes, today we have special guests from Bitcoin event. Now we are waiting for their connection to our conference and AMA. So I think it can take maybe a couple of minutes.
Okay, so we are happy that we have a partnerships with the Bitcoin event. So it's a next generation exchange, and with the 3 main goals: the exchange, payments, and marketplace, and everything in one application. So Ivan.
Yeah, maybe I can share a little bit about our future business development plans. Except so this month in August we did 3 main partnerships, which is Bitcoin event and also Anchor and Stakely. So there's like 3 partnerships in 1 month. And we are also starting right now to work with very strong marketing agency partners to grow our community. So they're actually from Hong Kong, and they are working with top projects, managing and growing the community. So also we are talking to different kind of exchanges and there are actually like good results on this side. So I think in September we will announce some kind of partnerships as well.
Yes, and
Yeah, great. And are we ready for
yes, we're ready.
our partners from Bitcoin Vent?
Yes.
Yes. So please welcome to Joe.
And he's Joe.
Hi, Roman.
Hi.
Yeah, hello. Hello.
Hi, team.
Hi.
Hey,
Yeah.
Thanks for
Joe.
having me.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, Mike. And you? Good
Yeah,
to speak to you
everything-
again.
Yeah. Thank you. Very
You
good.
too.
Thank you. So today is a big day for us. It's 1 year and 3 days of our mainnet. So we passed actually a lot of different interesting stuff. Like we was huge problem back in November, and it was some attack, but not for the network. It was attack to one of our partners. But finally, we find a solution how we can solve it. And after that, from technical perspective, we did the 100x from November till April, and it was super good growth for the from price perspective, and all our community members was happy. And from second way, we find a solution how we can solve this problem and to become more strong from technical perspective. So it was.
Fantastic. You guys have a lot going on. I've been listening into your AMA, and you've certainly given yourselves a huge task. But I commend you for it. It's fantastic to see teams like yourselves working on, bringing all these small little parts together to be able to. I mean, I'm still catching up with exactly what Anicom can do, but I think it's very impressive what I've picked up so far. In terms of combining your hybrid blockchain, enabling people with different machines and technologies to be able to benefit from your system, build on your system, etc. So yeah, it's something which we appreciate a lot. We're trying to do something similar in a very different way. So yeah, well done and keep going. There will be challenges ahead. There always is.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Joe, maybe you can share a little bit for our community, a couple of words about Bitcoin Vent and so why it's so exciting, and so maybe about like main features you will provide to users.
Sure, and I'll thank you, and I'll keep it very brief and actually touch on one of the questions that you had in your AMA, which was about I can't remember the name of it, but was X exchange still a safe place to trade? So kind of going down that road, we're still in our development phase at the moment, but we're beginning to release now to more users who are going to be helping us with testing our product. But we are building an exchange inside of an application that brings together 3 core features. Those 3 core features being exchange and trading functionality, in a slightly different way to how other exchanges do it, wallets and payment solution from user to user without any cost associated with it, and the ability for users to be able to convert coins like ENQ or BCVT, our token, into USDT and trade real world goods directly with their peers, whether that's a laptop, a car, a book, or even a service potentially in the future. So we're in similar way to Anicom, we're trying to bring together the parts of the puzzle which are required for people to make the most of their crypto in more of a payments and commerce perspective, whereas you guys are focused more on the tech. So to give a little bit more insight in terms of as you guys progress in terms of your market cap and listings on different exchanges, where Bitcoin Vent will fit in very nicely there. For the community who are listening in, ENQ token is going to be listed on the exchange when we go live, which will be sometime in the next 3 to 4 months, we imagine, onto the App Store. We're just going through a last phase of testing before we submit to the app stores. It will enable people to trade Anicom token at very high volume, because we source liquidity from a variety of different markets. We actually don't make a market ourselves and have a traditional order book. We are sourcing liquidity from market makers and other trading venues to be able to offer people the best price and the deepest liquidity. Our exchange platform will be very secure. We are working with Fireblocks as a backend. Fireblocks is the same technology used by Revolut, Crypto.com, Celsius Network, institutional solutions like Prime Trust. So people have a lot of confidence being able to deposit their ENQ tokens within the app, trade them, send them to one another without any fees, and ultimately convert them into USDT and spend that USDT without relying on a crypto debit card, which is doing the same thing in a sense, but you're coming back into fiat currency and you're paying a big fee. So in a nutshell, we're aggregating all the liquidity, cutting out fees and making instant transfers between users, and enabling people to purchase real world goods without having to come out of the crypto sphere using a stable coin.
Amazing, amazing, Joe. So it's a huge project and it's a huge potential. And I see the for the people and for mobile users, for Anicom network community, it can be a huge possibility and the utility of your Dapps.
Exactly. And I mean, as you guys are hearing you discussing the ability to stake different tokens, and you know, quite often what a user is going to find is that, you know, in order to, let's say that they're staking a different token or mining a different token, and they're building up these rewards and profits, what we have at the moment is a scenario where most users need to go to different exchange platforms, find the exchange platforms which support those tokens, where the market is liquid enough to be able to liquidate those tokens, enter and exit with ease. What we will do is provide a single platform where an Anicom holder would be able to take all, when they want to liquidate assets, take all of those assets and deposit them into Bitcoin Vend and trade without fees, knowing that the liquidity is sourced from all of the trading venues. We can't connect to all of them, but we're connecting to the top venues. So as you guys also become listed on larger exchanges, our software will connect into that exchange and will basically aggregate that data and pull that trade on the behalf of the customer. So there's all sorts of synergies, and we're all about, as you guys, you know, ease of use, making it as cost effective and straightforward for the end user as possible, and really just doing our best to provide a phenomenal service. So we're very welcoming to the Anicom community, and it'll be good to have you guys on board and help your token grow within our platform, and hopefully get lots more exposure for your project in the meantime.
Amazing, amazing.
Great.
It's
Thank
a pleasure.
you,
It's actually a pleasure to find the partners like you guys, and so it's. I'm really excited and waiting when we will. You will finally launch application and add it to the App Store after all security checks and code audit and integration.
It's something that I pick up from you guys as well, Mike. Is that you're very focused on how can we be the best by being like ourselves down one route. We're just ignoring everything else which is going on around us. We're just driving to be the best. You're coming from an approach of how can we utilize what other people have and start bringing things together in one place, collaborate with other communities and partners to be able to create a central point, but that is not like exclusive of other networks, of other chains, of other tokens, but trying to bring everything together. And I think that's an important part of crypto as we move forward. I quite often say to people the success of the banking industry comes through one is they make it incredibly easy. For all its downfalls, you know, there's always positives and negatives, but for all of its downfalls, it's very easy to send money around Europe with SEPA system. All the banks communicate with themselves. You can access this bank account and send to that bank account. You're using the same kind of familiar technology. You're not having to use different types of wallets and infrastructure the whole time. So as companies like yourselves and ourselves try and bring these pieces of the puzzle together and focus on the end user, I think we can help crypto technologies and these opportunities become more integrated into our life. So yeah, it's good to see what you guys are doing, and let's help one another to progress this awesome technology.
Yeah, sound amazing. Let's help to each other. Yeah.
Fist bump.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I think, guys, it's amazing AMA, and we will later
we
on.
have 3 questions on YouTube.
Okay, let's make the 3 final question, and that's all.
Yes, the first, I own different tokens in the way to send the most active holders at the same time those tokens. Is it possible?
Search.
Actually, I don't get it.
I own different
open-
tokens. Is there a way
Yes.
to send the most active holders at the same time those tokens?
To find most active holders, like their addresses, and send something to them.
Yes,
Yes, it's
must,
possible.
You can send any tokens to any holders. That's all.
yeah, the second question. When will the ENQ app use 2FA two-factor authentication?
It's a good question. So we are working right now on the ledger integration. Yes, Sergey, can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, that's true. We have covered this part several times. So for now, it is important to bring new features or some features in our way. And this kind of security is on top of blockchain, aside from blockchain stuff, and can be achieved from third-party applications. I mean, things like pin code, we will add it, but after our main features. And about two-factor2FA, I don't really get how it is possible with decentralized world. So it is more like a custodial thing. So there are services that provide 2FA for crypto wallets, but usually they are controlling your funds. So we do not want to control your money.
Great.
Yeah. And the last question. Can there be a challenge to break the Anicom?
I think that was the first one.
Yeah, this was the first question.
Yes.
Is it about bug bounty? Maybe.
Yes, I
maybe.
think-
Yes, it sounds like bug bounty.
So definitely it will be the bug bounty, it will be the hackathons, and it will be the lot of activity quite soon. So I actually have idea to, so right now the only 5 person looking us and the AMA on YouTube. So we will increase the budget for the best question from the next AMA. And let's increase the AMA online users for the next AMA. So let's spread the Anicom all over the world, guys. So thank you very much for being with us. I hope the more people will see the translation later.
Yeah.
Because all of our users, it's actually all over the world. Thank you for Joe one more time. Thank you, guys. Thank you, team. Thank you, community.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Good
Bye.
luck.
Thank you.
Speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye bye.